Itchy nose, itchy nose, itchy nose. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Ashley. I make videos on a Wednesday and a Sunday. Please do subscribe. This is a video, I've named it Ash and Vic on the Razzle. Vicky is my best friend, longest friend from home in Carlisle, and a lot of my stories about being drunk start with when I went out with Vicky. She'll be watching this and laughing. A lot of my really drunken stories are all from when I was with Vicky. So I think we used to go out from when we were like really young, like when we were 16 and shouldn't have really been out. We used to go to Jumping Jacks on a Saturday night. We used to sometimes go to Concrete on a Thursday night. These are all places that were in Carlisle. If I've ever been to Concrete since like the last couple of years, I think the last time I went to Concrete was in 2015 on my sister's leaving party, and I felt so old. So old. We used to go when we were 16 and now I'm 28. I probably was 26, 27 at Robin's leaving thing, and I was like, oh my god, I feel like a granny. Anyway, so 2 stories I've got to tell about me and Vicky out on the lash. So one is what I'll call the night I peaked too soon. Here it is. So me and Vicky, now I think this was maybe, actually I've just thought of another story as well. So maybe this must have been a Friday night. It was a Friday night, and me and Vicky, I don't know how old we were. Jake wasn't that old. Maybe Jake was like 1 or 2, so I don't know. It was quite a while ago. We were young anyway. And we went out on a Friday night, so I went to Vicky's first. This is what we used to do. We used to go get ready at someone's house. Then either Vicky's mum or my mum would take us into town, and we'd get ready and we'd have some drinks, some pre-drinks. So this night we'd had a couple of glasses of wine, and I remember she was telling me like a bit of an emotional story before we went out. We were both like hugging each other and crying, and then we were like, oh, let's go get out, like have a good dance. And the first place we got to was Lloyd's Bar in Carlisle. So if anyone knows Carlisle, Lloyd's is on Botchgate. It's not like the best area. It's a bit, I don't know. I can't talk because I don't live there anymore, so I don't know what it's like that much anymore. But anyway, so we went to Lloyd's and we bought like a £5 bottle of wine to share, and we both poured ourselves a glass and put it on the table, and we were dancing about on the dance floor, and it was really quite quiet. It must have been quite early. And then Vicky said, oh, come on, let's go to the toilet. So we went up to the toilets, and for some reason we went into separate cubicles. We normally would go in the same, but I think because it was quiet we just both went into different ones. And we were probably tipsy, and I sat down on the toilet, sorry for too much information, sat down on the toilet and I went bleh, all over the floor, and I was like, oh my god, I didn't even feel sick, what's going on? So I was like, so I wasn't sick in the toilet because I had no idea it was coming. I sat down on the toilet to go for a wee and was sick all over the floor, and I was like, oh god, what am I gonna do? So I got out the cubicle, I just stepped over it, got out the cubicle, didn't attempt to wipe it up. I was just thinking, I don't know what to do about that. Anyway, Vicky went, you alright, chick? She stood doing her makeup in the mirror. You alright, chicken? And I went, I've just been sick. And she went, what? I don't know why. Anyway, she went, are you alright? And I went, yeah. So I ran, and now bearing in mind, there's a lot of cubicles in these toilets, a lot of empty cubicles. However, I run into the same cubicle that I've just been sick all over the floor in, and Vicky runs in after me, and then I was sick in the toilet this time, but Vicky ran in. She's gonna hate me for telling you this, but she ran and she slipped in my sick, and she cut her arm on the toilet roll dispenser because they had like metal ones. She cut her arm, so she's got her arm cut and she slipped in all the sick. I've got my head down the toilet, and she said I was fine. I just was like absolutely fine one minute and then totally drunk the next. And I was balancing my head on the toilet, and I just kept looking at her. This is apparently because I can't remember. She kept saying, I just kept going, home, home. It sounded like bloody E.T. or something. So she said, Ash, you've got to have to get up, because apparently my legs were sticking out of the cubicle under the door. And she said, you're gonna have to get up, they're gonna kick you out. And I was going, home, home, and I just kept being sick and being sick. I was thinking I must have been spiked, Anyway, eventually there was a big door knock. Vicky went, shit, Ashley, you gotta get up. The bouncer's outside, he's going, is everything all right in there? Obviously it wasn't. I was fine, but basically, I don't know how, but they managed to get me up, stand up, and they carried me. It's so embarrassing. They carried me out down the stairs, past all these people, and this was quite early on. I definitely peaked too soon. Quite early on, and anyway, they carried me out. Vicky said they put me down on the floor outside, and I went, thanks, and then I looked at Vicky and went, where are we going now? And she went, we're not going anywhere, you're going home. And I was like, oh, okay. Anyway, Vicky wanted to get food first. Now I do remember this bit. I remember being in this place and thinking, oh my God, I am so drunk. And I was sat on the chair with my head like just down. I couldn't hold my head up. And Vicky, the guys apparently behind the counter were like, is she all right? Is she gonna be sick? And Vicky's going, she's all right, I'm gonna put her in a taxi in a minute. Anyway, she had to leave her food a minute and take me and put me in a taxi. She put me in a taxi on my own. But to be fair, she lived like different ends of Carlisle, kind of. But she just waved me off and she said, I was just like, bye. Anyway, I remember this, being in the taxi and thinking, I'm gonna be sick. And I didn't know what to do. This has never really happened before. And actually, I don't think it's happened since. I thought, I'll put the window down and get some fresh air. So I put the window down, and I remember the taxi driver turning around, and I was like, smiling at him like, I'm fine, I'm not gonna be sick. And then I went, bleh, out the window, out the taxi window. I remember him pulling over on Warwick Road, and I don't know whether he got round and opened the door, but I was sick all down the side of the taxi. It wasn't my finest moment. And he told me off, you need to tell me if you're gonna be sick. I was like, oh, sorry. So, oh, everywhere. Anyway, got home. Mum said it was about 10:30 on a Friday night. I'd barely been out 5 minutes. And I was banging on the door because I tried to get in and the door was locked, so I was banging on the door, and I think, oh no, my mum must have let me in. And I went, I've been so sick. And she was like, what? Like, she said I was a mess. Anyway, I went up to the bathroom. I was banging on the door for Robin to let me in. I'm gonna be sick again. And she was like, what the hell has happened? It's only 10:30. Anyway, the next thing, Mum said, I'd sat on the toilet and I was just, she said it got to like 10 minutes. I'd been in the toilet for 10 minutes, and she went, she all right? She opened the door. I was just like slouched on the toilet with everything down. Anyway, she said, oh, I'll give you a minute. She went into her bedroom, and for me to get to my bedroom, I had to walk past her room to go up the stairs to mine. And she said, I walked past her bedroom with my knickers around my ankles and my dress right up my back, shuffling along. One of my eyelashes was hanging off, my lipstick was everywhere, and she went, you all right, Ash? And I was like, walked along. That was very, very embarrassing. Another night, it was Vicky's engagement party. This was a while ago, so it was someone a while ago. So anyway, she had a party, an engagement party. I was bridesmaid. Very exciting moment. I went there. I was a bit nervous. Like, I was single at the time, and I was a bit nervous because all my friends that were coming were all in couples, and I was probably, apart from this one girl, I was going to be the only single one. Now, Vicky's boyfriend's friends, some of them are quite nice looking, especially this one guy. And me and another girl both fancied the same guy. So we're the only two single people. She messaged me, don't leave me tonight. And I was like, okay, I won't leave you, don't leave me. Anyway, so we're sat at the table. I'm sat at a table with all my friends from school, all in different couples. Boys are doing the rounds. Every time they went to get a drink, they brought me a mini bottle of rosé wine. So I'm drinking a lot of wine, and I don't think I'd probably eaten much. And anyway, I remember seeing the other girl kiss the boy that I wanted to kiss, and I wasn't very happy about this. Then I got even more drunk, and then I went to the toilet. I think I grabbed Vicky and was like, I can't believe she's just kissed him. I used to be a very dramatic drunk. I don't know what I'm like now. I think I just like to have a laugh. I'm probably not so dramatic, but anyway, couldn't believe it. So I got to the toilet and I said to Vicky, I've got to go home, I've got to go home. And not only was I very drunk, but I was also on the verge of being sick, I think, because I drank so much wine to keep up with everyone. And you know what it's like when it gets put in front of you and you don't realise, do you, that you drank a lot. So Vicky went, you can't go home, you're bridesmaid, it's my engagement party. And I was like, I've got to go. Anyway, I phoned my mum. My mum hung up on me. Don't ring me at a stupid time. Okay, so I got in a taxi. I got a taxi anyway. I phoned a taxi, it came for me. Wasn't sick in the taxi, but when I got home, I had to go upstairs. This is my mum's old house, and she had the front door with the porch, but no one used that. And to get into the actual house in the back door, you had to open one. There was a little lane, and then the door was on the left. So this little lane you had to step through to go in and out the house. I opened the first door and went all on the floor, and I was like, oh God, what am I gonna do with that? So I just went inside, stepped over it, went inside, got a glass of water, went outside, just went shoved the water, just one little glass of water. I was like, that'll do, I'll sort it in the morning. And then yeah, Robin texted me in the morning. Robin had to be up so early and texted me and was like, I just had to step over your sick, Ashley, to go to work. You were disgusting. And I was like, yeah, I am. I just can't handle my drink. So there we go, that's 2 of my stories. This is Vicky and Ash on the Razzle part 1, because I've just thought of 2 more stories to tell on that. So yeah, they'll check keep tuned, stay tuned for Vicky and Ash on the Razzle part 2. Right, thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe. Comments below on any funny drunken stories that you might have. Mwah! See you in my next video.